Hey guys, it's Xander here. Today, I'm going to show you guys some pilots gameplay on forward-based Kodai with the Alternator, and I'm going to do something a bit different than my last few videos where I've just been kind of posting some pilots gameplay with maybe a little at the beginning or a little bit of audio here and there. I'm going to do kind of a commentary all along the gameplay, or I don't really know how long it's going to go for. It's unscripted. But I'm just going to kind of be talking about a few of my thoughts about the gun balance in Titanfall 2 and like the guns and the current meta with the AWOLs and all that. So yeah, it should be pretty fun. Alright, so lately I've been using the Alternator quite a bit, so for now I actually think it's probably my favorite weapon. When Titanfall 2 first came out, I was there for like the first few months, so like, you know, through November and October, I was pretty much just using the car and the carbine and the hemlock a bit, and those were pretty much my main weapons, right? And those were all hit scan weapons. They were pretty, because, you know, guess you could kind of say I was a Call of Duty player before. I mean, I played it a bit. It was like kind of like the only other FPS I really played, though, other than the original Titanfall, right? So those were all hit scan weapons, and they were pretty traditional, you know, with vertical recoil, and yeah, that was, you know, so those were weapons I was comfortable with. But recently I started using the Alternator, and it was one of the weapons, like, although the carbine were my two most used weapons, I had used pretty much all the weapons in the game at least a little bit. So I was looking through the SMGs, and I realized I had, like, not used the Alternator at all. So I started using it, and I immediately fell in love with the gun. Like, it's really fun. If you guys haven't used it yet, go ahead and try it. It really changes your whole way of thinking about the game, right? Because how the Alternator works is that it's a horizontal recoil weapon, which makes it kind of weird if you've played any other FPS before, because Titanfall 2 is the first one that I really know or have played in that really has this gameplay mechanic, right? So it has horizontal recoil, so it's better to hip fire than to aim down sights. That's kind of like the whole, like, deal. And so recently I've been getting better at the game, because, you know, it's been we're in the 4th month now, I think, ish, right? Yeah, of the game being released. So obviously I've gotten much better with movement. Almost got the B-hops down, you know, wall running, airstrafing, all of that. I'm not amazing or anything, but I'm getting pretty good. So the Alternator has a really aggressive playstyle. Like, it's you really need to push up, do those flank routes, more so than the other weapons I've been using before, except for the EVA 8. I feel like the Alternator and the EVA 8 are on the same level of being extremely competitive pushing weapons. And I feel like right now how it sits in the meta with Titanfall 2 is that the Alternator is like the counter to the hemlock and devotion. And that might not make sense to some, as a lot of people say that the hemlock and devotion with the AWOL is far overpowered and there's absolutely no counter to it. But I feel like if more people tried using the Alternator and got better with the movement system, then we could really have, like, the hemlock and the devotion with the AWOL won't seem as OP as it does now, I find. Because the Alternator is all about that aggressive playstyle, so it forces you to use flank routes, get around, and get up fast before they have time to set up properly.
You are dominating.
So if there are players with like hemlocks and devotions, you like flank them, you get up close, and then you just wreck them really fast with your Alternator, right? So I feel like if more people kind of like learn to play this, like this style of gameplay with this, we wouldn't be seeing as much hemlock and devotion AWOL just ownage as we are right now. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Right now I kind of just use it with the stim, although what I hear from the pros is that phase shift is where it's at for that, you know, that competitive, that good performance, the best tactical. Although right now there's some weird trend going on. I think it only started like a week ago, but out of nowhere, suddenly the grappling hook is super popular, because some videos went up talking about how to actually use the momentum to its fullest and stuff, and all of a sudden it's like crazy popular and everyone's trying it. It's gotten so much more popular. I've seen it way more online. So that came out of nowhere, but what a lot of the pros are saying is that the phase shift is like the best ability, especially for aggressive play. So I'm gonna probably try to learn that a bit. You might see if I put up a few more videos, me trying to use it like my more recent ones. And I'm not that good with it, like my reflexes aren't that good, like by the time I activate it, I'm already dead. So it didn't really make it any difference. Or I popped both of them when I didn't really have to, and then I have nothing when I need it. So I'm getting better to use it with that, but yeah. The Alternator is really fun, you know, I love pushing up with it, I've probably said that a few times. Here's what I feel about the Hemlock and the Devotion right now, okay? Is that the Hemlock definitely needs a nerf on its 1 burst kill radius. And it needs something, I don't really know if it's damage, but some kind of stat change to make it worse. Maybe it's the bullet delay between the 3 bullets in the burst. Maybe it's maybe they should make the time longer between each burst, like the amount of bursts you can shoot. Like, shoot 1 burst and wait a second before you can shoot the next one, rather than having, like, almost being spammable, you know? I feel like that would really help. And for those of you who don't know, here's the deal with the AWOL, okay? Is that the AWOL, how it's supposed to work is that enemy players are supposed to be able to shoot through it, like you can shoot through it, but it's glitched. Like, it's not how it's supposed to be, or at least that's, apparently. How it was supposed to work, right, is that, you know, you just have the wall, both enemy and friendly can shoot through it. If you shoot from it, like, if you're on your team, like, the bullets get amped as they go out, that was the whole deal. And if you shoot the base, you can destroy it super easily. But you can only destroy it with oh yeah, the smart pistol. For some reason, it's the only weapon that can destroy the base and shoot through it, and no other gun can do that right now. So, to be completely honest, I feel like, although they're probably gonna patch that in the future, if they don't, I feel like there's something else they could do, which I've been thinking about for a little while. Is that maybe instead of having it in its current form, you just make the actual AWOL smaller, and rather than having a curve, make it flat, and that I think would really change the balance of how good it is. So yeah, that's that. I guess. Another thing I've been noticing recently is how the G2 is a really good assault rifle in the right hand. Like, I've seen some people go absolutely ham with it, but first off, I'm on second off, my aim isn't that great, and like my trigger finger isn't amazing, but I have done pretty good with it. Although, like, I've seen some people go really good with it. I think I might post another gameplay of me playing on the big open map with the big fields. I think it's I want to say it's. Yeah, so I'm not too sure. You'll see it. And then this one guy, I was, you know, using my Alternator gameplay, you know, what I'm saying is pushing up really aggressive, but there weren't too good flank clouds on that map, you know, because it's huge and open, so there weren't that many things to wall run off. My B-hops were kind of slow, so this guy was just like, every single time I ran out of my spawn, he like sniped me with the G2. I never stood a chance. So I feel like that's really underpowered, and recently I've been using the flatline a lot too. So I've been really expanding my my knowledge levels against the game. I think I'll probably do another video soon talking about my current thoughts on like the gun balance and what needs nerf, what needs buff, how everything sits right now. And there are a few problems I have with Titanfall 2, but overall I think I have about 3 days talking it, and I'm still not getting tired of it, man. If anyone sees this video and you don't have Titanfall 2, honestly, buy it, man. It's a really great game. And they're supporting DLC content, Live Fire coming out sometime this month, remake of Colony coming out next month. I'm really looking forward to that. Colony is one of my favorite maps in Titanfall 2. Besides yeah, just saw me get completely obliterated by someone there with G2. Like, it's insane how fast if you can spam that thing. Anyways, so I think that's all for the commentary on this video. I'm just kind of gonna let the gameplay finish. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Xander out. Peace.
team.